It's December of 2022. We are in Game 6 of the MSL Fall Split Winners Round 1 between former Split Champion and veteran of the game, Nuke the Whales, and Random Epic Dude playing in his first main event ever. A win for Red would mean finally cementing himself as a player on the rise and able to beat the best players in the world, all while silencing the doubters. A win for Nuke would mean another win to add to his illustrious career and another step closer to proving that he can win a tournament without the Super Strike. Welcome to SMS Storybook. Red joined the competitive strikers scene in April of 2022, having no experience against other players. He then gained that experience from participating in Welcome to the Crumble and soon followed into Dolphin Dailies. He posted some very respectable results in the first few tournaments, such as taking 4th in Welcome to the Crumble, losing to Ein, and taking Xander to 7 games in the basketball scoring tournament. In these tourneys and Dolphin Dailies, however, a pattern was starting to form. Red would consistently beat players ranked lower than him, but would never take his game to the next level to beat players ranked higher than him. That trend was looking to be broken with an unlikely top 8 finish in World Cup, but he would need more than that to make any noise in MSL consistently. At the start of Fall Split, Red found himself barely holding on to a superstar rank, and expectations were the same with a deep run in amateur bracket as his likely outcome. Round 1 of qualifiers for Red was a cakewalk, defeating Rachi 3-0. Round 2 with the winner getting into main event. His opponent is a higher ranked Jacob, and Red is unable to upset him, falling 3-0.
And Red responds with his own! Oh my god!
I'm really surprised that Jacob didn't use those items to clear up that, but... Oh, Red being patient. He was waiting.
Oh my goodness.
Good shell.
Oh, it's off the nader!
With his main event bracket already in jeopardy, he goes up against another rising player at the time in HQ Dan and takes the set 3-1. Back into a win and in scenario, Red is pitted against Ulti Chimera and wins 3-0, marking his first main event bracket. Nuke the Whales won the first ever split and even got the Super Strike ban, just because of how good he was with them. Nuke goes for a style and goalie stun mix along with his movement that always seems to keep his opponents on their toes. You simply cannot mess around with Nuke. This is the gigantic wall in Red's way. Red has never taken a set off anyone above Legend, and main bracket was filled with them. So to say the odds were stacked against him is an understatement. However, Nuke the Whales made a promise. If anyone hits a slip and slide on him, he'll forfeit the game and the set immediately.
You know, he would go down to Critter.
Oh, the slip and slide!
Oh, GG easy.
Slip and slide!
That is too easy.
He's gonna let us watch the replay. Oh god! Broke his ankles, take him to the local infirmary.
My man.
Where's the medic? Where's the medic?
With that in all of our minds, and mostly in Red's, let's get into the series. The set begins on Palace, Red's worst stage. This did not stop Red from attempting as many slip and slides as possible. Red still manages to keep the game at 2 apiece, but ultimately falls short late in the game.
Red! Just oh!
Wow, great game.
And Nuke is up 1-0. Red chooses Pipeline, banking on if he can hit more chips. By hitting more chips than Nuke, Red will ideally win the game on top of giving himself better chances for slip and slides. Red also wants to change his item game. By keeping item advantage and saving items mostly for defense, it would give Red the flexibility he needs to win the game. Will this work out? Let's find out. It does work out. With about a minute and a half left, Red has a lead. But Red is playing a former split champion, and Nuke is not going to lose without a fight. Nuke scores to tie the game up at 5. He would then start applying pressure that Red has never seen before, stifling any attempt at a comeback. Nuke would solidify his win, adding an extra 2 goals, and now Nuke is up 2-0. Is Red discouraged? No. He's confident. He's adapting. He's understanding. But most importantly, Red realizes something. He realizes that Nuke is not converting on his goalie stuns. Red is hoping to capitalize on this weakness. Red keeps his items to stop Nuke's chips and corners. This adaptation from Red is immaculate. Even finding time to go for a slip and slide.
You better get...
What? Red! And you're down a goal in 2 games!
You do not have the time to be doing this!
Red is able to squeak past Nuke in a 5-4 win. Now the series is 2-1.
Alright.
Red takes a game.
Great game.
Game 4 is a defensive battle. Each critter is on crack. Red uses his items for Nuke's chips and corners, maintaining that defensive composure from last game. Both players were incredible this game, locking out every opportunity. With a 3-3 tie going into the last minute, Red sinks a lob and shuts down Nuke for the remainder of the game to win Game 4. Series is tied 2-2. Nuke chooses Pipeline again for Game 5. But Nuke has already lost 2 games on Pipeline. Why is Nuke choosing Pipeline again? You are just as confused as Red was in this series. It seemed like a smart thing for Nuke to choose Conga. Red would realize during Game 5 that Nuke is now more serious than ever. Nuke is not going for much style. He's going for the win. It's not baby time anymore with Nuke. He's treating Red like a legend. This new tactic from Nuke was surprising. Red is now getting punished for not using his items. Nuke is able to take a commanding 3-goal lead. Nuke is feeling good. But what separates the good players from the great? That's right, adaptation. Red sees what he's doing wrong and has come up with a new plan. He decides to blast his items early and often. Surprising Nuke by using items instead of keeping them was working like a charm. Red ties up the game with 3 quick goals and was even able to take a 3-goal lead. This strategy was working. The game still remains close, with Red winning 10-7. Red is now winning this series. Red is confident. He is winning this series, and one more win would mean Red can finally prove to his doubters and himself that he can beat a player above legend. Red is confident. The first few minutes of the game are back and forth. Nuke now not going for corner shots anymore, instead opting for half-court stuns, and Red is consistently able to item loop Nuke. This item loop carries Red for a run of 3 goals before Nuke was even able to respond. Red even attempts some crazy dekes off kickoff and scores a nasty shallow chip.
And
Holy shit, that was awesome. Oh my goodness.
Red's confidence at an all-time high.
Yeah, he's feeling it too.
Nuke's offense is too much for Red, with Red's only option being clearing the ball off of a rebound. Nuke was not toying around anymore. The constant clearing was definitely taking a toll on Nuke though. Nuke was getting annoyed, and that showed in a crucial mistake. As Nuke was going for a corner shot, he misplayed by sliding too far, kicking it straight into Red's corner. And now we're here. Red on the brink of victory and a golden opportunity to put it away. With all the pressure riding on the next 5 seconds, it's do or die time. The pressure of finally being able to put himself in the conversation as another player poised to make the leap into top player status. And even more important, proving to himself and everyone else that he has what it takes to belong. Welcome to a moment in SMS history.
And gives up the.
Oh,
and
big!
on.
He's got something.
What's he gonna go for?
Is Newt gonna forfeit the series now? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Red would go on to win Game 6 and win the series 4-2.